Hey everyone, this is Dom. Today we're going to discuss the topic of adding content to shared content. Um, I just added this tweet. It's from the feed. Uh, Here, let me go ahead feed real quick and note that I'm scheduling it. Start a little thread here. I just need something to fill out the morning sked. All right, cool. Um, so I just added this tweet, but I want from now on, I want Vantage Point content. Like all of this stuff that ends up in feed, that's coming from Vantage Point. And I want all that content to end up in shared content. So um, notice, click. If we go into edit, you'll see that I added a new label to shared content. And I want you to add that to any Vantage Point tweets or Facebook posts. Um, yeah, or any other posts. I mean, if there's Instagram posts and they come from Vantage Point, like from the feed, uh, then go ahead and add them too. We haven't done that yet, but if you see that, please, if for some reason we're adding an Instagram post from Vantage Point, then go ahead and add that to shared content as well. But the point is, anything from our blog um, is prime content to be used on shared content. Also, given the fact that from what I hear, we're going to possibly be moving to an enterprise account where basically all teams across VA are going to have access to Social Studio. This is going to help a lot of teams across the VA with finding content to use. Now, one thing to note, if you're going to be adding stuff to shared content, you must add labels. Make tons of labels. As many as are relevant as you can. Um, just keep adding them so that because this way people when they get into shared content they can sort for things that are relevant to them. Um, so anyway, I already scheduled it, but I'm gonna schedule it again. So to shared content. Now that send it to shared content, let's open this up and we'll go VA facility receives national recognition. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Sorry, didn't need to scroll down. I'm gonna go right here, share content. Click it, and now notice it's all loaded up. If there was a picture, that would be loaded as well. Community Living Center, disabled, to shared content, great. Share with, go in here. I just choose everybody. Apply. And what I would like you all to do is set a disable date and set it for 2 weeks in advance, or two weeks out. Because the reason being is I don't want this content to be sitting in shared content forever. Um, I want people to have access to content, but I don't want to overwhelm them as well. So let's try to go with 2 weeks for now, so that it's still relatively fresh if somebody wants to use it. So that's the 30th, 7th, 14th. Okay. So we'll set a disabled date of October 14th, 2019. That's 2 weeks, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, roughly 2 weeks out should be just fine. All right, and then click save. And content is shared. So now if we hop in shared content, would you look at that? Boom. It's right there. So one thing to note, I can't actually add comments, or I could use the view details for Twitter. Enter. See if I can add that note. All right, cool. You might want to add a note saying, "Hey, what platform this is for somewhere." So I'll go back and I'll do the Facebook post. Um, Boom, Facebook post, and we'll go here, and let's hop in feed. We got this. You guys don't have access to edit this post, uh, but one thing that you could do is right click and go to view page source. I mean, I don't know how you guys have already been doing it. Maybe you've been pulling the descriptions out of the feed. But if you go in the source, this is the HTML that makes up the page. And if you go underneath the title, go to meta name equals description, content equals the VA Mobility Clinic evaluates manual and power wheelchairs, specialty cushions and mattresses, outpatient hospitals, beds, and home access issues. That is the exact description. That is the meta description that I would use if I were you. But you kind of have to, you got to go here, right click on the page and go to view page source or something like that. That's how it works in Chrome on Mac. But yeah, so I would paste this here, um, and then space, and then get the actual hyperlink. Copy that, go over here, paste it, push enter, let this load up. All right, so it's loaded. Go here, learn more. I like to add the learn more button. And then you don't really need this hyperlink anymore, so delete that and add the labels. So sorry, where'd it go? Okay, cool. What was that? Treatment, I used treatment, disabled. Oh, what was the one that I used? Also, community living center was in there. So yeah, definitely like try to read through the post and see if there's anything else that you can use. Community living center. Do I have any spinal cord? Well, hashtag spinal cord. And you know, clinic, maybe Fort Wayne campus. Well, another place you can look here is in the tags: Mobility and Sensory Aids Clinic, VA Northern Indiana. It's probably a healthcare system, so you might put VAMC on there, VAMC, and yeah, health. I probably should have added that. Now, one last one, because I'm going to add this to shared content. Go to, oops, not to shared. See it? Content. Boom. All right, because I'm going to send this to shared content. All right, and then schedule. Oh, one thing to note, if you look, this is exactly the same as this. I just showed you a different way to find it. Technically, you could post the link in here, let it load up the content, grab this, and use it. But either way, that's how I would do it. Then you go in here, 1030, go down to share content, and notice it pulled the photo in, with the link preview and everything. So if I were you, go to share with, and then I just do everybody, apply, and say for Facebook, and I actually can type for Facebook, and set the disabled date 2 weeks in advance, 14th, and then yeah, that should do it. Save, and that should send it out to everybody. And so now when we go to shared content, it should show up in there. And let's see if we can find it. View details. It didn't show up with the comment. I'm not sure. Anyway, you get the idea. So that's how you do the shared content. Hopefully this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.